Hi, everyone. Happy 2023. Today is January 7th. 7 days has already passed in 2023. What are some of the New Year resolutions that you have? Do you have any New Year resolution? I I've stopped making resolutions for a while now because I noticed that by end of January, February, sometimes I forget about those resolutions that I've made. So I don't have time for that anymore, but I always have goals and plans for the new year. Or is it that you can call those goals and plans also resolutions? I don't know, maybe. But I think sometimes when we say New Year resolution, we kind of tie ourselves in a little box. And so at the end of the year, if we have not accomplished these resolutions, sometimes we feel a bit discouraged, a bit down, like the year wasn't a good year. So I'm just trying to go through. Yes, I have plans, but if I get to achieve all of them, two thumbs up. If I don't get to achieve all of them, I still want to be happy with what I've actually achieved. And sometimes some of those achievements aren't planned at the beginning of the year, but they may come up sometime during the year. But above everything else, I hope persons are planning to spend time with their family, with close friends, just relaxing. Um, for 2023, I want to do a lot of that. I want to relax. I want to get out the house. I want to do things, whether with my toddler or with her and my husband or with friends, whatever it is, I want to do things. Now, of course, I know some countries are still going through the whole craziness with COVID-19 because the virus is still out there. We're not completely out of the woods, so we can't get complacent, but we would have lost some really good quality times with family and friends because of this pandemic. So for 2023, I really hope that everyone can start getting back, doing things with family, with friends, and just having fun and relaxing. One of the things that I want to do this year, which I didn't do much in the pandemic, and it wasn't because of the pandemic really, but because I was a new mom, is get more involved in get back involved with some of the various departments I work in, where church is concerned. I also am looking at my professional life, my career. Um, the place where I work at now, I've been there for coming, I think soon 8 years. Whoa, 8 years at one company. Many times I looked at when I was younger, I looked at persons who spent 20, 30, 40 years at one company, and I would be like, whoa, I want to be like that person one day. But you know what I've come to realize is that sadly, many of those persons, one, they didn't like change, so they were afraid of change, afraid of moving from one job to the next. So they felt secure in the jobs, in the positions that they were in. And once they could provide basic things such as pay the light, JPS, well, JPS if you're in Jamaica, water, the internet bill, um, the phone bill. Nowadays, phone and internet sometimes come together as one package to buy your monthly groceries, send your kids to school, pay your mortgage or rent, car loan if you have a car, bus fare, train fare, taxi fare if you have to use the public transportation to go to work, pay for your kids to go to school, and that was just it. I found that many older persons, once they could do those things and possibly save a bit of money, they were comfortable. No, with my generation, we aren't comfortable with those things. Once we don't feel happy in a job, feel like we have an opportunity to grow in that job, we tend to want to leave to something else. No, what I've found living in Jamaica as a young person is that I've seen that a lot of young persons are actually migrating, whether they're going to the US, Canada, the UK, some other European country, or another Caribbean island. They are migrating because they want change, they want a better income. Um, I found nowadays where you even have some who are leaving their jobs to become content creators. So they're doing this, they're coming on YouTube, creating a platform, they're going on TikTok, Instagram, and some of the other platforms that are there. You know, some I'm not so savvy on all of these platforms. I've not been on Instagram that long, recently joined TikTok. I've not been on Snapchat, not been on Twitter in terms of joining them. Um, I still use Facebook a lot, although I've found many of the younger persons telling me that Facebook is for older people, but I don't believe that. I still like using Facebook. I'm comfortable with Facebook. But I found that many young persons are actually leaving because overseas in many other countries, they can be more diverse in terms of the incomes coming in, or diverse in terms of having a job that they more so can enjoy. So they will be able to create content and have fun at the same time. So a lot of them are traveling, and at the same time they're doing their videos and so forth, creating content. You have some who, when they go on their various vacation, they're creating content. Friends who are, getting in the old home decor, so they're decorating their houses based on different periods of the year, whether summer, spring, fall, Halloween, Christmas, whatever it is, and they're putting these contents out there. Now, many persons may be afraid of becoming content creators. I know with us in Jamaica, many of us, our parents see the typical jobs as the sources of income. So they want you to become a doctor, lawyer, teacher, policeman, fireman, accountant. But those should I say, traditional jobs. So, as a young person nowadays, you can't tell your parents that after leaving high school or college, you're going to be a content creator, a social media influencer, or whatever. They're going to ask you if you're crazy, if you have lost your mind. I remember when I was leaving high school, there were some persons there who like dancing. And instead of their parents sending them to Edna Manley College, that's the college in Jamaica for performing arts, visual and performing arts. And instead of their parents sending them there, their parents basically told them point blank, you're going to go to UWE or UTech, you're going to get a regular degree. And when you're finished, you can use your money. Yes, they can use their money and go and do one of those jobs. So I think that many of them, when they actually entered university, they were quite unhappy because the accounting, the law, and so forth that they were doing were not what they really wanted to do. But someone can understand those parents, especially being a parent now, because you want the best for your child. You want them to get a job when they leave university. And I found it that some of these not so traditional jobs, sometimes it's extremely hard to survive. So if you're going to become something like a content creator, it's not easy getting yourself out there. It's not easy at times inviting people into your life, into your space, especially if you're like a private person. It's not easy. So you find that many, although they like the area, they tend to draw back and want to stay in some of the more traditional jobs. So whatever it is that you have as your desire for 2023, I think you should just go for it. COVID 19, the pandemic period, it's the first pandemic I have experienced. And that period has shown me that more than anything, that life is short And sometimes, if you don't grab those opportunities based on what you truly desire, if you don't grab those opportunities based on what you sincerely love, that you can end up being extremely unhappy. And with suicide and those things, and depression, mental illness being so high nowadays, and high among young people, high among our males, I would say more so than ever to find something that you love. And once you love something, at times you are more likely to want to put your absolute everything into ensuring that you're successful at that thing. So I know I have a few friends who have actually started their business, and I know it's not easy. It cannot possibly be easy. And trust me, if I had the resources, I would help a lot of them if I could. But it's not always the case that you can support your friends financially when they have started business. But it's so good that if you could maybe share their page, like their content, comment, and all of those things. It's so strange that I find that many persons are willing to support like more popular persons who are more established than supporting smaller upcoming persons. So like for me, I I try to support as many Jamaican YouTubers as I can. So I'm gonna subscribe to their content. Well, let me just put this disclaimer. If I find where your content is a bit mischievous or bias, ways like that, I will not support. But once it's genuine content, pure content, uplifting content, I am willing to support. So I will subscribe to their channel, I will like their videos, I will comment on their videos. I don't always share, and the reason why I don't always share is because one, I can't really share YouTube videos to my Instagram. I would share to my Facebook, no one then. I would share to my WhatsApp status, no one then. But I know at times that's not enough. But so I really try to like and comment on and subscribe to their channels to try to help them out a bit. Because you would notice now with YouTube, you you have a greater platform for some persons who are not so on the book side, or maybe they're not good singers, dancers, but certain skills like that where they could earn an income. Now they have found that they can do certain things on YouTube, whether they can do their fishing videos, gardening videos, playing games. Yes, my husband actually follows somebody who left his job and now he's basically playing Football Manager online and giving his review, and that is his full-time job. Now, mind you, if you have a family and children, you cannot possible just leave your job like that and jump into being a YouTuber. But what you could do is try to balance things out. So yes, you have your regular 9 to 5, but possibly when you can, you could still do your YouTube videos and try to build your platform. Is it easy? No, far from easy. As a matter of fact, I think it's extremely hard because sometimes when you look and you see persons who have a whole lot of subscribers and you look at their content and you're like, their content is not bad, it can pass. Not that you're going to be all bad, mind, no. But then you look at somebody else who's putting out some really great content and they're just not getting that level of subscription, likes, comments, and so forth. Um, I don't know what it is. Um, I think the younger generation, they gravitate a lot towards YouTube, and they seem a whole lot to be in like maybe the pranks, trendy things like dressing, makeup, doing hair, and so forth. So when it comes more to sometimes the more family like YouTubers, or YouTubers who are putting out more, can I say, like nature videos or something like that, they may not get as much subscribers. But It doesn't have to be YouTube in our social media, whatever it is that you have a desire for. I believe 2023 should be the year when you step out of your comfort zone and just do it. Just do it. That's Nike, right? Nike said, do it. So just do it. And let it be something that you don't look back on and regret. Because sometimes we're going through phases, and these phases can cause us to maybe do something in the moment that if things were better for us, or if we were in a better state of mind, we would not have done those things. So no resolutions for me for 2023, but I have dreams and goals that I am going for, and I'm going to get them done. Yeah, this camera quality is very bad, so excuse me for that. So hopefully I can put up more content this year. Hopefully I can build this platform. If you notice, it's just mommy. Ariel is not here. Ariel is fast asleep. I'm just looking on my phone. Ah, those are just some friends of mine sharing my life. Thank you guys. You're listening and you're sharing content. That's good. But one of the things that I want to encourage everyone more than anything to do this year is draw closer to God. In 2020, well, during the pandemic, I would have lost a number of family members. In December 2022, I lost a great granduncle. Is that great granduncle? No, he was my granduncle, not great, my granduncle. And he died from a heart attack. So, life is short. Hi, Kemar. That's my husband around there. Life is short. And the sad thing about many of these family members who have lost is that they didn't have a personal relationship with God. And when we lose these family members, that burdens on our hearts because we're wondering, could we have done something more? Could we have tried a bit harder? Did we pray enough for them? And these things can somehow cause us to feel so burdened and so down. So this year, let it be one of your goals to just try to encourage everyone to draw closer to God, to have a personal relationship with God. And it's not just about church attendance, because church attendance is very easy. Anybody can attend church, but you must have that personal relationship with God. You would have to study His Word. You have to get to know Him even more so than a husband knows the wife, or vice versa, or parents know their children, our siblings know each other. You have to get to know God on an extremely deep level. Or I'm a Seventh Day Adventist, and our quarterly for this week focus on, this week the quarterly lesson focus on the family. And one of the things that really struck me was the fact that God sees me as a part of His family. So imagine all the good things that families can do for each other on this earth. Imagine all the good things your family has done for you. And you might times that by an infinite number. And God can do so much and more for you. So, more than anything else for 2023, draw closer to God and encourage more people, encourage your family and your friends to also draw closer to Him. And maybe one of my goals for this year is to do more YouTube live, to just sit and talk, and we can get to know each other over here and build a family. So I'm going to sign out for now. I have an assignment that I need to get done that's due tomorrow. And I'm not very far in it. So pray for me. But everyone have a good night. Have a good 2023. Hopefully we can talk like this some more. But whatever it is that you're going through, just remember that you have a God who loves you unconditionally, and he's there waiting just for you to come to him and express your concerns, because he wants to be your friend, he wants to be your family member. So I'm gonna end this live now. So bye, see you next time. Hopefully next time Ariel will join us. So take care, everyone.